What's going on, anyone? I'm Sir James from Gamerfuzion.com, and we're here to take a look at World of Warplanes. I managed to get a code thanks to the developers. They gave me the press kit, which pretty much gives me everything already within the game. So I figured for part one, we'll go ahead and take a look at the main menu, all the different options the game has to offer, and then during the other parts, we'll go into combat and hopefully get some action in. Because I know it usually takes about a couple minutes for me to at least join a battle. But first off, let's go ahead and just take a look at some of these different aircrafts. As you can see on this bottom bar that's rotating, you have a ton, and I mean a ton of aircrafts. Each of them look really cool. You get a really nice display of each one as you select them. So let me go ahead and go back to the US side of things. So as you select the different aircrafts, you have a nice, preview display inside the hangar bay. So let me go ahead and choose one that has a nice glossy finish to it. There's one that had a glossy finish. Oh yeah, it's one of these ones over here. As you can see, like the light reflecting down on these are pretty cool. So graphically, the game looks really nice. I'm pleased about that. But as you select the different aircrafts, you could, zoom in. You can zoom all the way out if you want a further perspective, or if you want to see some closer look in terms of the detail. And of course, whatever you choose to put on your aircrafts, because you could actually customize it in terms of color, and if you want to add some like logos and stuff, which I think is pretty cool. But when you first start off, you get like the first basic three, which are these three down here. I know the watermark is kind of blocking it a little bit, but let me go ahead and just put it in the preview. So that's one of them. This will be the other one, and then this will be the third one. And as you rank up and level up, you get to purchase some other aircrafts by going into the store icon. I would select it, but then again, there's nothing going to be for me to select since I already have everything. But you have a variety of aircrafts. You even have fighter jets. Like for the US, here is the fighter jet, which is the maximum level. Fortunately, I have not got a chance to use the fighter jet because every time I try to join a server with it, I never seem to get into a battle, and half the time just waiting in a server could take up to 7 minutes, and to where I just quit and select different aircraft like this one right here, which I managed to use so far in a few battles. As you can see, I customize it, so I have the camo going on and shark face for the graphics, so it's pretty cool. So next up, let's go ahead and check out the service. Service is basically where it could resupply you using the currency such as gold, currency exchange, and experience exchange, where it's going to refill your stuff like missiles and things like that. So things cost points. I mean, this, even though this is a free-to-play title, it's basically the same as all titles. It's free to play, but most of the time it's pay to win. So let's go ahead and check out the upgrades. Upgrades is where you're going to upgrade your different not wisdom. You're going to upgrade your different systems, such as, like for me, for this aircraft in particular, it'll be upgrading the engine, the airframe, the mounted weapons and missiles and things like that. As you can see, he has the missiles right underneath those bad boys. So far, I have not got a chance to shoot anyone down with them because I've been using the upgraded machine guns, which do a lot of damage. And of course, as you can see, if you highlight it, it goes through all the different schematics, such as caliber, weight, rate of fire, all that fun, useful information. And down here, you can select special equipment to aid you as well, to give you an idea what it has. It just has a few different ones. You have the 10% of fire accuracy, the reinforced covering. Let's see, dismounts or destroy. Okay, so I have that for upgraded armor, 50% to fighting speed, and all that fun stuff. So you have a lot of different abilities, which is pretty cool. And of course, in the paint shop is where you could customize the look of your aircraft. So you have different ones. So like for winter, maybe I want it to have a special look to it. Alright, and then maybe for the nose decal, I want to add something special to it. Maybe I'll have a lady up in the front, some other logos. So you do have a variety of stuff to choose from, which is pretty cool. So I'm just going to go ahead and just find one. Go ahead and go with that. It doesn't really match too well, but I'm just going to stick with that. And of course, you could choose how long you want it for, which is, for 7 days, for 30 days, or you could have it forever so you don't lose it. So it's one of those, you purchase an item, you have it for a specific amount of time depending on how much you choose to spend, and then after the amount of time, or unless if you have it forever, then it'll disappear or not disappear. So pretty cool. Unfortunately, there's nothing for emblems, which I'm surprised. I'm hoping they maybe create something and we could, you know, insert your own custom emblems. Like maybe you work for a company. Like for me, it'll be Gamerfuzion, so that'd be cool to have like the Gamerfuzion logo emblem, like on my wings or something like that. But I'm not sure if they're going to add anything for it. Like I said, there is an option, so they may add that once they upgrade the game even more. Let's see. No. So tech tree is where you have your different techs for your different areas. So you have the USA faction, the USSR, Germany, Japan, and UK. As you can see, each one offers a lot of different aircrafts to choose from, except for Japan. Japan has like the smallest amount to choose from, which is a complete shocker, but those are the different ones. And of course, as you select on them, you could see the different upgrades you have for it, and you can view it in the hangar right then and there, so pretty cool option. And of course, you have the UK. Over in the store is where you're going to purchase, like, you know, different aircrafts. You can go through all, but like I said, since I already have everything, there's like nothing for me to actually show on this page. And of course, you could actually sell your aircraft, so if you want to add some currency to your thing already, as you can see, they get pretty expensive. See, like the fighter one for the US is a lot of currency exchange. So if you want to, you know, if you need the money to upgrade, you do have the option. It shows you pretty much the hit points, the airspeed, maneuverability, and firepower. Maybe that's why I was having difficulty with my aircraft. I was like, why can't I swing around and get this guy? It might be because of that, so I might want to pay attention to that. And of course the service record, which is going to have your basic stats for the world and everything, but unfortunately, oh, there we go, now it's loading up. Fortunately, this page takes a while to load up a bit. But you know, you do have your overall stats. As you can see, I currently have destroyed 3 aircrafts, defeats 60%, victories 40%. Like I said, I'm still learning the game and controlling the aircraft. And of course, let's go ahead and take a look at the different settings, since this is on the PC. What kind of graphical settings do you have? First off, for control schemes, you could use the mouse, or in this case, it's the mouse and keyboard. You could also use a flight stick if you choose, or a gamepad, depending on your choosing. And of course, the game type, you could even look down here to match the gamepad that you have. Same with the flight stick. Fortunately, it didn't have the one I have, which is the Logitech Attack 3. It just has these other ones right here, which I was thinking of getting that, but I don't really know yet. But like I said, you could just easily switch around to you know, fix all your stuff, have it the way you want it to be, and of course your sensitivity. Graphics, this game has a lot of graphical options. Right now I currently have mine set on high since I'm using Fraps, and Fraps is a little bit of a pain. But you can go all the way to very high. As you can see, you have just a lot of options in general. So whatever it is that you like to have on your PC games, you do have that option to go in, which is pretty cool. The brightness, full screen, your resolutions. As you can see, there's a variety of resolutions to choose from, and all that. Volume controls pretty much basic, so you could have, you know, you could choose to use the in-talk in-game, which so far no one's used yet with my experience, but you could enable voice chat. Sound quality, oh, why is this on medium? Let's put that on high. Pretty much, there you go. Over in battle, you have your different interfaces, your instrumental, reticles, so you could choose to have this different. If you don't like the basic one, just go ahead and show you some examples here. Pretty cool. Aiming, you could choose to have different circles. So a lot of different options to choose from. You know, a lot of options is always good. Enemies, so you could choose to switch this around to, you know, fit your personal needs. Targeting, allies, and of course your wingman as well, which I'm not sure what the wingman is about. I haven't really noticed that in the game. Maybe it's just an ally you have with you, or just an AI in general. But yeah, those are some of the different options you have, but that's pretty much like the main menu. And of course over here as well, You could choose to buy premium, which gains you 50% credits and experience per battle. Over here you have crew. Some aircrafts actually have 2 crew members because you have like a rear gunner and a front facing gunner. You could choose to view their personal information, their different skills. As you can see, this one, he's already maxed at a level 100, but so I got to choose a skill to use from, which is currently stamina. But you have different ones like increase the view range, firefighting, and all that fun stuff. But it's pretty cool to see this game has just a lot of different options to choose from. But like I said, keep that in mind. Since it's a free-to-play game, it's going to be one of those pay-to-win titles. But anyways, I think that covers the whole menu section in terms of what you guys need to know, selecting your aircrafts, abilities, and all that. So stay tuned for part 2 where I jump into battle and hopefully get a lot of kills in. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave that in the comment section down below. And remember, Gamerfuzion empowers your gaming.